Hey there, so it's fall in Minnesota, which means it's time to draw maple leaves. Um, so, I'd say for this one, make sure you don't go too small. What I have here is a 4x6 piece, 5x7 or 8x10 is also good. So let's start by drawing the general shape of the leaf, because it does have a little bit of a complicated shape. So we're going to draw, a very basic shape and then kind of refine it. So I'm going to start by drawing this pentagon shape. So two at the top, kind of like I'm drawing a house. The sides, and then, I guess technically it's a hexagon since it has 6 sides, but it looks more like a pentagon. So something like that, and that'll be the leaf part, and then this will be the stem over there. And then the way maple leaves look, it's interesting, we're kind of going to refine this shape a little more. So I'm looking for kind of like a star shape, so I want like one segment there, and then another segment over there, another segment over there, so 3, and then 4, 4, and 5. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to refine these again, so kind of just do these zigzags to get the shape that I want. That. And then I'm going to go in and do the lines and the leaf. So something like this. And this is the reason I said it's good to go a little bigger with this one, because when we paint these lines, we want them to look thin, and we kind of want to contrast the thinness of the lines with the thickness of the shape of the leaf. And so the bigger you draw it, the more the bigger the contrast you'll have. Okay, so I've drawn all that, and now, you might know in my videos that I don't really erase the pencil, but you're welcome to do that if you'd like. Now the way I'm going to do this is, I'm looking for a fall maple leaf. So the way it looks is, it's like different shades of like a dark yellow to a red. And they're kind of all over the leaf, and so I think that makes it perfect for a wet and wet technique, where I'm kind of laying in these different colors and letting them mix on the paper. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to make most of it like dull orange, and then do some like darker redder spots. So let's start by getting the burnt sienna. And then let me just see what that looks like by itself. That doesn't look too bad actually. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop water straight onto my paper, and that way, you know, I have a good chunk of water to begin with, and that way I can start laying in the pigment right in that. So let's see what that looks like. Cool. You know, and this will make it easier because I do want it to be pretty watery again, because you know we're going for this wet and wet technique. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some yellow to this, and I think that'll just brighten it up a little bit, because right now the leaf is looking a little too dead and depressing. So that looks better. Okay, so let's keep adding that in. And you can already see, you know, we're starting to get those different tones in the leaf, and that's exactly what we're going for. And we don't want the leaf to be too dark, again, because you know we'll be drying the stem and everything, and we want that to be darker. But this, I think adding the yellow certainly helped, because you know you want the color to look lively. So I'm just kind of doing the whole leaf here, and this is one of those things where I'm trying to work pretty fast because I know I'm going to start dropping in the crimson and I want it to stay wet. You can also just add more water right on the paper, that'll help. So here we go. I don't have much of a plan, but I do know, you know, I want it to be, I mean, I don't want it to look like the leaf has acne, you know. I want a couple areas with the crimson, like a couple big areas, instead of just like dots of crimson all over the leaf. And then I'm going to do the edges. I think that'll look nice. Cool. I think that's starting to look really nice. Okay. That seems good. I'm going to add a little more, much more saturated crimson in a couple of parts, just to, you know, because I think when you get that value variation of light and dark, that's when it really starts feeling a little more three-dimensional and a little less flat. So that seems good to me. Let's let that dry, and then we'll come back and do the stem. Okay, welcome back. So my leaf looks dry. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to paint the stem, and to do that I'm going to get the crimson, and let's see how that looks with just the crimson. That doesn't look too bad actually. I'm going to try, I'm going to add a little more water because I don't want the stem to stand out too much in this case. So I'm going to try to making these lines as fine as I can. And this is where, you know, having a bigger image will help, because even if your lines aren't that fine, they will look fine compared to the size of the leaf. Cool, I think that's looking really nice. I think those wet and wet variations feel so perfect for these fall leaves. Maybe I'll do one more over there. Cool, and then just this part over there. Look at that. That's a beautiful maple leaf.